I thought I'd be through by now. Amen. I thought I'd be through by now. Prayer and faith has to become a way of life or a way of living. By faith, Enos was translated that he shall not see death. See, like prayer has to be specific. Faith has to be specific also. Amen. With faith, you have to know what you want and expect the things that you ask for.
Say that again.
You gotta know what you want and expect what you ask for. Listen to what Jesus said. Mark 11:22-24. Have faith in God, for verily I say unto you that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe those things which he said shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he said. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them, and ye shall have them. God is a God of specifics. Enoch had to be specific with God as to what he wanted. I believe that there are no miracles happening today because you don't believe miracles can happen today.
Yes.
Amen. Amen. I've sort of strayed away just a little bit, but let me tell you something. I'm going back to where I got off the boat at. Amen. See, this thing I know about God, see, God ain't, you don't have to start over, just go back where the guy off the boat at. And pick up. Amen. I've laid hands on the sick. I've seen sick folk recover. Amen. My boys, y'all been around it. We've seen miracles take place. Amen. We've seen it happen. Hello. Amen. I used to chase demons. When I find out what demon is, I go after him. I ain't scared.
Say that, Pastor. All right.
The Bible says God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Everything that we got going on in the world today, basically, it's a spiritual situation. It's not physical, it's spiritual. That's what the Bible says. Faith is a strong belief or trust in someone or something. Amen. Faith is believing God, trusting what he says. Now listen to this. Trusting what he says. Arthur often quotes this. God said in Isaiah 55 verse 10-12, New Living Translation, the rain and snow come down from the heavens, stay on the ground to water the earth. They cause the grain to grow, producing seed for the farmer and bread for the hunger. It is the same with his word. I send it out, and it always produces fruit. Amen. It will accomplish all I want it to, and it will prosper everywhere I sent it. If faith is believing and trusting God with what he say, then faith is the number one condition for your and my prayers being answered. Yes. So, Pastor, what are you saying here about this? If you're walking with him, if you're getting in the word and reading this word, then you will understand, in order for me to please him, I need to take what he said and give it back to him. I just said something. Take what he said in his word about your situation and give it, God, Father God, this is what your word says about my situation.
Amen.
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 This is what your word says. So when I pray, I take his word and give it back to him. He will respond. Jesus said in Mark 11:24, therefore I said to you, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe you receive them, and you shall have them. The bottom line is this: prayer and faith works if one will simply use them. Amen. Do you want anything from God? Do you want anything from God? You got to operate in faith. I'm almost done. Thank you, Chris. Come on. Hebrews 11 verse 6. But without faith, it's impossible to please him. But he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a reward of them that diligently seeks him. Faith puts you in position. Puts you in position to know that God is able and willing to bless you. Faith puts you in position to petition God. Before you begin to pray or let your request be made known to God, faith must have already gone ahead or before you.
Amen.
I talked to my pastor the other day, and I said, I appreciate you sharing this with me a few weeks ago. This is what he said. He said that. He said this. He said this is what he said. See, I used to think that when, according to Romans 12:2, I used to think that it say, and to every man has been given a depth, a measure of faith. I used to think that what would happen when you accept Jesus Christ into your life is that he gives you faith at that moment in time. My pastor blew me away the other day, a few weeks ago. This is what he said. He said, the moment that God created Adam and Eve, he deposited everything in them at that point in time that they would need to be successful. That's simple, isn't it? Amen. Watch this. The same faith that we believe God with, guess what? When we accept Jesus, guess what happened to that faith? It's already in you. Guess what? It's activated. It's activated. It's in there. It's in there. Amen. See, but our problem is that we want the microwave thing to happen.
Right now.
Amen. For a lot of our situation, how long did it take us to get there?
Oh, yes. Yes. Have mercy, Lord.
Amen.
Amen.
Have mercy.
How long did it take you to get there? You find yourself in Christ and you want God to microwave thing. You want him. Listen, the Bible says that a day with God is as 1,000 years. A day, think about it. A day, 1,000 years. We got a 24-hour day that we operate on.
Amen.
God will respond. It might not be time to answer that for you right now. Hello? You don't need this right now. I remember when the boys were little, they asked me for stuff. Oh, they would tell me that I was hard. That's whatever back then. That's to say I was hard. Amen. Just because you ask me for something don't mean you're going to get it right then and there. Especially if you're not producing. Hello?
Amen.
You can't reward negative behavior. Oh, did I just say something?
Yes.
Come on, Pastor. Amen.
In walking with God, what is our behavior like? Are we doing what he said to? Are we doing his word? Is this making any sense?
Amen.
Prayer plus faith equals results. It's real. I often say he ain't no sugar daddy. Amen.
That's right.
He will bless you mightily. As a father, as a mother, as a parent. And we're in a day now we just give our children anything. You know one thing I can't understand? It took me a while to get an iPhone 7, y'all. Amen.
Amen.
Took me a while. When I was working in the doctor's office. Let me talk about yesterday. Let me tell you about I was at the crock pot a couple of days ago. Get some food. Lady came in, little boy was with her. She said, what's wrong with your iPad? I said, how old is he? 5. She said, your iPad, the battery's gone on your iPad? His iPad.
His iPad.
Amen. You can reward good behavior. I ain't got a problem with that. But you hurt people when you give them things before time. We're in a day of entitlement. God don't operate with entitlement. We are his church, and he's blessing you. Yeah, he's keeping you. Every day, he's keeping you. And you need to be able to see that. But I promise you, if you can get this thing right and understand how prayer plus faith work, you can see some things.
Amen.
I got things I'm believing God for. Amen. There are things I have asked him for.
My Lord.
And some of that I have not seen. Guess what? I am not going to get upset with him because he didn't answer my prayer. Guess why? Because he's still God and he can if he want to. And if he don't want to, I know him well enough to know that he's my daddy. He knows what's best for me.
Watch out, preacher. Yes. Come on, preacher. Yes.
Since September 1979, y'all, on this journey. On this journey, I've learned some things.
My Lord.
Listen to me, young folk. This is why the Bible says that the old man is for counsel and the young man is for war. Listen to what we're saying.
Yes.
It can save you some bumps and some bruises.
Amen.
Come on, preacher. Amen.
Amen.
I realize now as I think back, keep it going, Chris. I realize now as I think back,
Hey.
as I think back, I hung around old folk.
That's all.
You hear what I'm saying? They said, boy, get out of my face. It didn't hurt my feelings. Guess what? They didn't want me to listen to their conversation.
That's right. That's right.
Amen. But when they know about that, but then with me, guess what? All they done is pouring out, they just talking. There's so much wisdom. So much wisdom.
Amen.
Amen. Today, as much as any time in history, we need people of faith, people of prayer and faith, who are willing to stand in the gap.
My Lord.
Amen. I just found out recently that one of our ministers, matter of fact, Diane was on the radio this morning. And I didn't realize, but they have 24 hours set up, praying 24 hours, 365 in this city. Amen. We put Jasper's name on the prayer because he needed prayer.
Come on, preacher.
Then we got a call from somebody. Come to find out she was a prayer warrior. Praying 24 hours. You hear what I'm saying?
Come on, preacher.
There are people that are serious, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Praying. Can I tell you something else too? See, this is what's critical. This is what's critical. And see, you got to think about this. See, listen, when you're going through something, you are a human being.
Amen.
And you can be at your lowest. You can be weak. But it's strength when you find out that somebody is praying for you.
Amen.
Prayer plus faith equals results.
Yes.
Lastly, the same thing that I open up with, I'll close out with this. God created man for the enjoyment of a walking relationship that involves companionship. What do you mean companionship? That involves companionship. You know what companionship is? I mean, you got something going on with somebody. Y'all got it going on, you know? Let me think about this. Let me think about this now. I'm a runner. I'm not a walker. Used to walk. But I'm a loner too. When I would power walk before I started running 35 years, you can keep up with me walking. Okay, so I'm a runner. So I like being alone. Okay, that's good quiet time for me. But when Joyce and I walked in this 5K about 3-4 weeks, about a month or so ago, that was some of the best time we had together. Because she would always tell me, you don't help me. You just get out there and do your thing. She did tell me that I was stuck on myself. Amen. She told me that. I said, I am. Man, no problem with that. Amen. I said, I am because I love me enough. But let me tell you what happened. We were walking together. And I was holding her hand while we were walking because I was trying to keep her speed it up a little bit, you know. But we were talking. Companionship.
Amen.
Had somebody to walk with and talk to. Somebody that I could trust. Hear what I'm saying? Okay. It says that God created man for the enjoyment of a walking relationship that involves companionship, dialogue. You know what dialogue is? One talk, you be quiet, let the other talk. Amen. Prayer is not a monologue. Lord, I lay me down to sleep. That's okay, because you're teaching them how to pray. But you pray and you get quiet and you listen. See what God has to say. Amen. It says, God created man for the enjoyment of a walking relationship that involves intimacy. We're not talking about no sexual intimacy. We're talking about mental intimacy. That's the intimacy that comes from that. Joint decision making. Okay. Joint decision making. Lord, give me wisdom so I know what to do in this situation. Hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
Mutual delight. The thing that both of y'all can enjoy together. And share dominion. He told Adam, he said, I want you to take dominion over over the earth and all the creeping things in it. God longs to walk with you, which is why his arms of grace have been pulling you into a closer walk with him. Lastly, God has to allow some things to happen to us. Because when certain things happen to us, guess what? That's when we pray. Did I say something? Prayer plus faith equals results. Did you get anything out of that?
Amen.
Now if you did, hold on. Now if you didn't, don't do this. But if you got something out of it, clap. Give God a hand clap. Hallelujah. Father God, we thank you. I thank you for this opportunity.